And now joining us, we have Keith Richardson, and he owns a business called SoundTechnique here in the High Country. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here.
Now, can you start by telling our viewers a little bit about your business for anyone who may not be familiar?
Okay. Basically, we're a mobile DJ company. I have several DJs that work for me, and we do a lot of weddings. We do parties. We're involved in karaoke, and we're out at the Rock and Boone on Wednesdays, and out in Banner Elk at Nick's on Fridays every week. And basically, we have just about anything that you would possibly need for dances or parties or karaoke or video dance, video projection, things like that. We have, like I say, several different systems, so we're able to do more than one job in each day. And it was kind of a business that kind of evolved over the years. Years ago, I started, I had a sound company down in Florida, and it evolved into a singles dance that ran in the Holiday Inn there for 13 years. And then from there, I picked up working with the cruise ships. We're working with NCL for over 25 years, doing 50, 60 theme, and also country western theme cruises. And after that kind of died out, we moved up here, back up to North Carolina, which my family is on my father's side, from Deep Gap area. So we've been up here for a long time. But we moved back up here and started in 95, 96, and been building the business back up here. I sold SoundTechnique in Florida to a good friend of mine who still runs it. And we rebuilt it up here, and now we've got, like, say, 4 systems, and we do a lot of weddings. I belong to a ACES group, which we have a wedding show coming up 2nd of March at ASU College in the Solarium, and we'll be there, all the vendors for the weddings and things like that. But we've done a lot of stuff with the schools and high schools and stuff over the years, and we plan on continuing building and doing more jobs here.
Fantastic.
It's got to be a fun job, though.
I know, right? Being a DJ, it sounds great.
I always said it was better than digging ditches for a living.
Exactly, exactly.
So we try and keep going with that. We get a lot of our business is word of mouth. We don't do a lot of advertising anymore, other than like Yellow Pages and things like this. But we just, we've got a good reputation. We're always there. We never miss a job. And we try and build, for our weddings and stuff, we try and build it around the people that are getting married, the types of music they like, how they'd like it to proceed, you know, that. We don't really stick to any of the formal stuff unless they come in and say, okay, we want a formal wedding. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, back to the tuxedos and all that kind of stuff. But we can do anything from just a casual backyard wedding with a small system for 25, 30 people to up to 1,000 people. We have big systems that we can set up.
Wow.
And we have light systems that'll work with all of that.
Wonderful. Now talk with us a little bit about how you kind of start the process of planning what songs you're going to play and all of that. There's a lot that goes into it, I would imagine.
If it's a dance, it's mainly I'd look around the room and see what kind of people are there, and, you know, or ahead of time we would know what age group we're going to deal with and kind of deal with that kind of era. A lot of times we have parties that come up where they'll say, okay, we love 80s music, or we want current dance music, and we keep everything from 40s on up to brand new music that's on the radio today, because we do a lot of stuff at ASU and with the people there, and a lot of stuff, like I say, with around town where we get a lot of college students, so any music in between is going to have to be new.
Absolutely.
And especially with the weddings, we've got grandkids on up to grandparents, so
right.
We need everything from swing dance into new hip hop and the new stuff that the kids like to listen to.
Absolutely. How do you keep up with all the music that is like today's music, I guess you would say?
Listening to the radio, charts are our biggest thing. What people are buying is usually what people want to hear. we run where we'll have the majority of stuff, and if there's other stuff that we don't have any problem with, we'll make sure we have it for you. We have a service where we can get just about any kind of music. So we'll have, we try and, like I say, build it around the bride and groom, your favorite songs, what you'd like to hear during dinner hour, and what you want to dance to later, so that we make sure that we have everything for them. Because the last thing we want to do is be there and go, no, we don't have that.
We don't have that one.
Absolutely. So do you have like a general idea when people come in, do they kind of know what they want, or do you just have to come up with it?
Nowadays, most of them know exactly how they want their wedding. Occasionally I get a few and say, well, I'm not sure. We're going to leave it up to you. And then I just kind of simple questions like, what kind of music do you listen to? If you want to dance, what kind of stuff do you dance to? And then I can pretty much expand from there. We have a 50,000 song selection, so
wow.
I can work with that. Anytime we go out to a job, we have at least 25 to 30,000 songs in the console on the job.
Wow.
That
So
is
I can swap
absolutely
stuff
incredible.
out or add stuff in, and now with the new large hard drives and stuff with digital music, we can pretty much carry a whole lot of stuff.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Now talk with us about the karaoke side of things. I love karaoke.
We have a 10,000 song selection of karaoke music, and we have, again, people that come in regular, that come in every week. We try and make sure we have the songs that they like. If we don't, we'll order them, make sure we have them, because we want people to have a good time. We want them to come back. We try to encourage everybody to sing when they come in, because a lot of people are scared. I had last Wednesday, I had a couple, a guy and a girl from the college come in. They came over, they opened up the book, and they looked around the room, and they said, oh, we're going to come back next week. I'm too afraid to do this. And then they walked out, but they'll come back next week. And I said, look, it's everybody here is just having a good time. None of us are professional singers. You're going to know that when you hear us. But I said, we're just here having a good time, and we want you to have a good time too. So don't feel scared, because people will accept you just because you're here singing.
Right.
And a lot of people that can't sing, it's just as important to get people to applaud for them, because it's harder for them to get up because they know, well, I'm not really that good. But do you like it? Do you have fun with it? And if they say yes, and it's great, join us, have a good time. We're going to be happy for you being there, and you can be happy for us when we get up and sing.
Exactly.
So we try to make it a fun time. It's not like we don't do any contests. I've had a few of them ask me about contests, and I try and stay away from that. The main reason is because we don't want a lot of good ringers coming in and making the ones that can't sing feel uncomfortable. We want it just to be a group of people that are going to have fun with it. Come out, have a meal, have a couple of drinks, enjoy the evening, sing songs, and then we'll go home and we'll do it again another time.
Absolutely. Now, if someone is interested in booking you for a wedding or an event, what's the best way to get in touch with you, and how does that process kind of start?
We're in the Yellow Pages. I have a Facebook page for SoundTechnique, but they just can call us or email me either way, and then I'll get back in touch with them. And then, you know, a lot of times we'll communicate with email for a while, and then we'll finally make a phone call and we'll get all the stuff down. And then, of course, if they're out of town, we do almost all of it by email, contract and everything. And then when they come up, and then I have a meeting with them, and then we get together.
Wonderful. Now, how early do people need to book?
As soon as you decide that you want to do a wedding, it's best to book. I try and do as many as I can. Of course, I'm only one person, and during the season we'll get a lot of times 2 or 3 weddings the same day, and then I'll have the other DJs come in. So if they want to book me, or if they want to book one of the other DJs, you have somebody in mind that you want, then they need to contact me early enough that I can set them aside and have them on contract.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like a really great business, and thank you so much for coming in to talk with us about it.
I appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. And we will be back right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.